Did not see any of the 3 people who signed up.
So then I will go to reading them.
Lisa, maybe we can come back to that after we're done reading in case anyone is just joining us a little late.
Okay. Yep, we can do that.
Thank you.
We had several that wrote in, so we'll start with those. The first one is Michael Zaril. Please have the board start meeting in person again immediately. Next one is from James Stevens. Good day. Hope you're all doing well. To be brief, my request is simple. Return to open public meetings before the next scheduled meeting in October 2020. Continuing online meetings actually restricts public access. The app is glitchy and isn't a reliable tool. Your constituents deserve to see all of you in person. Closed-door meetings are disingenuous, eliminates transparency, and lead to nothing positive. Thank you. The next one is from Tana Faust. I am against extending the mask mandate. However, if it is extended, businesses need to be reminded that many who are medically exempt due to disabilities are also hearing impaired. If it is extended, please remind businesses that some customers rely on lip reading to understand what is being spoken. So if we ask you to lower your mask and you are behind plexiglass, please do so. Next one is from William Offenbeck. I respectfully request that you return to in-person meetings immediately. Millions of workers from all spectrums are able to daily attend work for full shifts without issue, so there shouldn't be any problems with this. The next one is from Christine Raleigh. Thank you for your continued efforts in serving our community and for providing the chance for public to comment. I would like to bring up the topic of in-person meetings. Please return to an in-person meeting format. Considering the COVID-19 prevention measures currently in place, there should be no reason physical in-person meetings cannot resume. I truly believe in-person meetings are important in allowing for the general public to take part and feel involved in the things happening in the county. It gives community members a chance to have their voices heard. It also allows for transparency with what is happening in our county during these hard times. Next one is from Greta Grinvald. Why are there no in-person meetings? Bars, grocery stores, and restaurants are open. Secondly, why are you allowing an elective health officials to issue mandates? Thirdly, why is there a need for a mask mandate? It would seem that personal responsibility and where a citizen is comfortable with on this issue retains liberty. The next one's from Kim Hendricks. When will the Rock County Board be resuming in-person meetings? It is much harder to follow the information on Zoom and stifles conversation. With all the important issues concerning everyday life for our citizens, it should be a priority to include their input in a comfortable way. I am sure in your daily life you move about the community. You already require masks and distancing. Do you feel you need more protection? What would that be? Please consider reinstating in-person meetings and public input. Thank you. The next one is from Gina Dumer. I asked a question like this at our last meeting, stating that I was looking forward to a response back, and I did not receive one. I am concerned that the patrons of Rock County are not being heard. I am concerned that due to these board meetings not being open to the public and in person to attend, us, the public, that you are representing are given no regard or concerns to our questions. You are given these roles for a reason, and a part of that reason is to make sure you are listening to the residents of Rock County. I am again asking, what is the reason that Rock County board meetings are not in person? There is a way to meet in person safely. If my 5-year-old can stay 6 feet apart and wear a mask covering for school each day, I have no doubt adults can do as well. Thank you in advance for your response. Marilyn, did you see any of the other 3 come in?
No, I did not. Oh, just a moment. We do have Jen Sorby, I think is the name.
Can you unmute Jen? Jen, would you like to speak?
Hi.
Go ahead, Jen. You have 2 minutes.
My whole thing is just questioning when we are going to get back into the public forum. That's my question. I'm really curious about that because there are people that I know that have been voicing concerns just about things in general, what's going on. I said, you should really get involved or go on to a meeting, and they say, I don't really understand how to do that, or I don't really understand how to get on a call. Or for instance, last I joined a meeting with you guys, maybe it was a month ago, I don't remember. And the trouble with it was that there was no opportunity. My question was read, but there was no opportunity for just being a part of the public forum. There was comments were blocked on the YouTube, so we couldn't even have conversation amongst ourselves. And it feels like it's such a separatist situation right now. And I feel like we can't connect with you guys and you can't connect with us. And I mean, I've been to numerous restaurants and I see people doing business and thinking that it's time for our own community and you guys to start doing business so we can show up and participate, hear what you have to say. You guys can hear what we have to say. That's something that I'm really hopeful that we can accomplish in short order. I don't need the full 2 minutes, so that was my thing. And I'll come back and you can come back to me for Tom. Okay, board members, I wanted to make the following comments regarding Rock County policy in regards to COVID. Number, public in-person meetings. I would like to ask that we return to in-person meetings. I have talked to several people who are technically challenged who want to attend but see Zoom as a barrier to this. What is the plan on returning? Number 2, mask mandates. I saw that health was going to issue a mask mandate for Rock County, at least if the governor's order gets lifted. What has changed since we were told that unelected health could not make those kinds of decisions without specific legislative approval? Number 3, numbers used to push mask mandates. Are you aware, and is Mrs. Sandoval aware, that Secretary Designee Palm has been playing with the numbers to produce artificially high positive counts? In a story reported this week, DHS has been removing negative numbers of people that have tested negative at a previous date and only using new people tested in her calculations to determine the positive ration that is driving all the call for mask mandates. For instance, on September 15th, I apologize, the wording is a little bit off for me. Wisconsin tested 200,000 people for COVID. About 1,300 of those returned positive. You would think that would give us a positive rate of about 6%, but DHS dropped 8,000 negative tests because they were for people who had been tested before giving us a positive rate closer to 12%. This has been going on for some time. Why are we using rigged data to make COVID numbers worse than they are? Were any of you aware that this was going on? Since Sandoval has been using Palm's data, she either has to know or did not divulge it. Will there be any consequences for this manipulation? I was told by one of the board members that we were following the science. When I went to school, we were never allowed to change the data to arrive at a conclusion. That is not science. The ready science is that 8 weeks of statewide masking has led us to double-digit positive increases according to the numbers health is using. So which is it? Are we using the rigged data, which shows the mask mandate has failed, or are we going with the actual data, which shows no need for a mandate? I know you don't answer these questions live, but I want an answer on this. Thank you, and I look forward to your responses. And I asked him to just give me some information on where he was getting this information. The McCliver Institute, you can go on their recent post and you will find it at that point on there. He asks I wonder how long you guys, or whoever these people are doing this, stopped counting the second negative of tests. This affects the negative versus positive ratio. So if the negatives are being removed from the ratios, then, and only the positives, multiple positives are showing up, you are not getting an accurate ratio. September 13, 20,000 were tested, 1,300 were positive, up against 12,000 new people tested. He says that he has a nurse friend who has tested 3 times, who has been tested 3 times. This nurse friend has stated that only his first test was documented because all 3 of them were negative. If it was positive, it would have been counted. This skews the results ultimately. He says he does believe in science, but all the info needs to be in there in order for it to be accurate. And he would like you guys to follow up. Tom Nelson, if you can follow up with some answers on those 3 questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.